astronomers have discovered a brand new type of celestial body. It is not a galaxy, yet it possesses a dark matter halo just like one. Inside, there are no stars. There is only a mass of neutral hydrogen, millions of times the mass of the Sunday. What is so special about a cloud of gas wrapped in a dark matter halo? The story begins with an incredibly faint signal. In 2023, China's fast telescope, the Sky Eye, was surveying the area near the spiral galaxy M94. It picked up a unique set of 21 centimeter signals. The 21 centimeter wave is a specific radio signal emitted by hydrogen. Matter in the universe has a natural tendency to move from a high energy state to a low energy state. In a hydrogen atom, the proton and electron normally spin in the same direction. This is a high energy state. To lower its energy, the atom flips the electron's spin. This process releases a photon with a wavelength of 21 centimeters. This is the 21 cm line, also known as the hydrogen line. However, the probability of an electron flipping its spin is incredibly low. On average, it happens once every 10 million years. This is why 21 centimeter waves are almost non-existent in our daily lives. They only appear on a cosmic scale, such as in giant gas clouds between galaxies. These clouds contain a massive number of hydrogen atoms. Even if the probability for a single atom is low, the collective signal is strong enough to be detected. The signal received back then appeared as an isolated cloud of neutral hydrogen. It was named Cloud 9. At first, no one thought this cloud was anything special. But as the data analysis went deeper, things began to get eerie. Researchers used the Very Large Array, VLA, to perform high-resolution imaging on Cloud 9. The results showed a compact cloud with a radius of about 4,500 light-years. It had a stable, spherical distribution. By measuring the velocity of the gas inside, researchers calculated the cloud's dynamical mass. The result was mind-blowing. The total mass of Cloud 9 is about 5 billion times the mass of the Sunday. But if you only count the visible neutral hydrogen, it's only 1.4 million solar masses. This means over 99.9% of its mass is provided by completely invisible dark matter. The surprises didn't stop there. Usually, if an object has 5 billion solar masses, that gravity is enough to pull in gas and trigger intense star formation. Once stars form, the cloud evolves into a galaxy. 1.4 million solar masses of gas is plenty to create a visible dwarf galaxy. Yet, when researchers checked optical observations, the location of Cloud 9 was empty. There was no trace of any celestial body. Could the stars be too few or too dim to see? Earth's atmosphere makes it hard to spot such faint objects. Perhaps a space telescope could find them. In November 2005, a paper in the astrophysical journal Letters shared a computer simulation. It showed that if there were just 10,000 solar masses of stars, the Hubble Space Telescope would have a 99.5% chance of finding them. Researchers analyzed Hubble data and cleared out foreground and background noise. The final image of Cloud 9's center was still pitch black. This means Cloud 9 has almost no stars. Even if it does, the total mass would not exceed 3,000 times that of the Sunday. A gas cloud with 1.4 million solar masses, existing for over 10 billion years, failed to produce even 3,000 solar masses worth of stars. This is the true mystery of this object. This discovery points to a theoretical class of objects called reionization limited high clouds, relics. To explain it, we must look back at a special era in the early universe. A few 100 million years after the Big Bang, the universe went through a period called reionization. During this time, neutral hydrogen atoms were ionized once again. Electrons were ripped away from their nuclei by high-energy ultraviolet radiation. Where did this UV light come from? It remains an unsolved mystery in astronomy. It might have been the first stars or high-energy quasars. However, the latest research suggests it likely came from the numerous dwarf galaxies of that era. Regardless of the source, reionization heated all the gas in the universe. Temperatures soared to tens of thousands of degrees. When gas gets hot, it creates outward pressure and begins to expand. For small gas clouds, this expansion causes the gas to escape and dissipate. They can no longer form stars or galaxies. There is only one exception: if they are protected by a dark matter halo. If a gas cloud is wrapped in a massive dark matter halo, gravity can hold the gas in place. This prevents it from flying away. Only then can the gas collapse and form stars. This is why Cloud 9 is so special. Its dark matter gravity and its gas pressure are perfectly balanced. The gas is trapped, so it doesn't dissipate, but it isn't compressed enough to ignite star formation. This explains why it has the raw materials, but hasn't produced a single star in 10 billion years. Theoretically, these objects are not rare, but since they don't shine, they are incredibly hard to find. The significance of Cloud 9 isn't just that we found a new type of object. It could be the key to solving a famous problem in cosmology, the missing satellite problem. Current dark matter models suggest that a mature galaxy should be surrounded by many small dark matter halos. Normally, each halo should contain a galaxy. For example, models predict the Milky Way should have hundreds of satellite galaxies. In reality, we have only found about 60. The discovery of Cloud 9 suggests those missing dark matter halos are actually there. We simply can't see them because they never formed stars. For now, Cloud 9 is lucky enough to be detected, but in the future it may become completely transparent. Scientists found that Cloud 9 is within the gravitational pull of the nearby galaxy M94. It is currently orbiting M94. Every time it passes through the gas medium surrounding M94, the resistance acts like a wind. It strips away Cloud 9's fragile gas bit by bit. This means the current state of Cloud 9 is just a brief moment in its life cycle. In the near future, its gas will be completely stripped away. At that point, Cloud 9 will no longer produce a 21 centimeter signal. It will lose its only way to communicate with the outside world. It will become a pure dark matter ghost, invisible in every wavelength, forever hidden in the void.